So today I guess I'm just gonna talk about a Instagram post that I recently posted because I know some of you guys don't have Instagram or have me on my other social media, and I just thought this would be a good topic to expand on. So I'm gonna read what I wrote. I said, "This is going to be a really long and slightly cheesy caption, so bear with me. As much as 2016 was a huge shit show, it was also a year full of growth and strength and loving myself. I'm genuinely happy, although my heart still breaks over the injustice still happening in America, for the first time in a long time. And it's not because I have a great boyfriend, even though I do, and it's not because I became almost completely financially independent starting last January, even though I did. And it's not because I have so many great internet friends who support me and love me and encourage me every day, even though I do. But it's because I finally feel comfortable in my own skin. I'm happy with the person I'm becoming. I'm proud of myself for accomplishing things and being independent and standing up for myself and making a conscious effort every day to choose love over everything else, including loving myself. I've learned to not be so hard on myself, and I've learned to let my current downfalls inspire me to be even better instead of looking at it as a negative thing that I haven't overcome them yet. I'm growing and growing and growing, and I never want to stop. Confidence really is a fake it till you make it type of thing. It started with me sarcastically complimenting myself, until they became genuine. I've learned to take compliments and say thank you instead of arguing that they're not true. Side note, happiness should not be a life goal because it's an emotion, and emotions come and go. You should allow yourself to feel every emotion equally, and it's okay to feel things deeply. It's okay if you're not happy. I know I won't always be happy because that's how life is, but I'm really enjoying it right now. Anyway, this is super long and rambly and all over the place, but basically I want you to know that it's never too late to be whoever you want to be, to love yourself and others, to grow and change and be a better person than you were yesterday. Be patient with yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself. Your mind is a room you can't leave. At the end of the day, you are who you have to live with for the rest of your life. Be gentle, be kind, you deserve it." So, I guess I'm just gonna expand on that a little bit because there's only so much that you can fit into an Instagram caption before people stop reading. Plus, I was already dangerously close to the character limit, which is a hard thing to do on Instagram. But anyways, I guess there was a lot of pain and sadness and anger and bitterness in 2016, and I don't know how I'm going to say this because I don't really know exactly what I'm saying. I think a lot of people feel trapped in who they are at the current moment. They feel, whether it's anxiety or depression or just like an overall sense of not really being proud of who you are or liking who you are, or having things that you want to change about yourself. And I feel like people forget that you always have the opportunity to change and grow, and you don't have to wait for, like New Year's is coming up, and a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, and I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because I feel like you shouldn't have to wait for a new year or like a holiday to better yourself or change or, achieve goals that you've been wanting, or whatever it is that you would make your New Year's resolution for. You shouldn't have to wait for that. You can start right now. And a lot of people, I think, also are overwhelmed with everything that they want to do and change about themselves or whatever. And I think it's also important to remember that you have to start somewhere. It doesn't always have to be this huge transformation or whatever. I keep saying whatever. Anyway. Little progress is still progress. You can start by taking little steps here and there, and maybe it's just starting by complimenting other people here and there, or complimenting yourself once in the mirror in the morning, or if one of your goals is to save money, just put like $1 in a jar every week and then gradually increase that. There are plenty of ways that you can start to work towards something without it being all at once. You don't have to do it all at once, and I think people get scared of how far away their goals are and how long it would take, and it feels unattainable, and so they get stuck in that mindset of, well, it's going to take forever, or I can't do all that right now, so I may as well just not even try. But that's not the case. You can always take steps towards where you want to be. What? What is it? You're a sweet girl. I gave my cat a bath tonight, and she's not happy with me. I'm petting her, that's where my hand is. She's sitting on the other arm of my recliner. Kind of a off-topic thing. Well, it is off-topic, but I say kind of because I just was talking about her. When I give my cat a bath, I hold her paws together so that she can't scratch me with her claws, And normally that works with cats. It has worked with the other cats that we've had in the past. And so I have to do it because otherwise they get scared and maul you to death, basically. And you end up with lots of scratches all over you. And I did get a couple of scratches anyways, but the thing with my cat is that when I hold her paws, she decides to just bite me instead. And she lunges with her neck towards my hands and my wrists, and I have a bite mark here on my wrist from where she dug her teeth into me, so that's always fun. But I can't blame her. She's just really scared, and she thinks I'm trying to drown her, which obviously I'm not, but she doesn't know that. So I always try really, really hard to not get mad at them for scratching or biting me, because at the end of the day, that's just their reaction, their instinct to just defend themselves and protect themselves, so she can't help it, and I know that. I just feel bad for her being traumatized and scared and stuff, and she looks so pitiful when she's sopping wet. And she doesn't like it afterwards when I try and hold her in the towel to warm her up, because she always gets really cold after a bath, especially now that it's cold outside and the house is cold when you get out of the shower and you're freezing to death because you're still wet. So I always try and hold her, and this time I put her inside I wrapped her in the towel and I put her inside my shirt and had her head sticking out of my shirt, so she was in the towel and in my shirt because I was trying so hard to keep her warm. And she didn't like that. She kept trying to get away, and eventually she did get away, and now she's just licking herself, trying to piece herself back together after the traumatic evening that she had. But anyways, that was a complete sidetrack that I just took. Also, I'm starving, so I'm gonna start eating, because I forgot I had food. I love pasta, but egg noodles is the only pasta that I can eat for some reason. It doesn't upset my stomach. At least the kind that I get is only eggs and flour. Like they're homemade, I guess. Egg noodles, that's what they say on the package. It's like a local brand. So yeah, I'm really glad that I'm able to eat egg noodles because, like I said, I love pasta, and these are really good. You know when you're making pasta though, and you put like way too much and then you end up with enough pasta to feed like 5 people, but you eat it all anyways because it's so good. Yeah. I made a little bit too much tonight, but I'm gonna eat it anyways because I love myself and I deserve it. Also, I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background. I moved it so that it wouldn't be as close to my iPad, but my mom, my wonderful mom, I love her so much. She got me a space heater as an early Christmas present because my room is always freezing at night and I'm always cold. So now I don't have to wear 2 pairs of pants and a long sleeve shirt and a sweatshirt and be under a blanket at night. As you can see, I am just comfortably lounging in a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and that's it. Because I have a space heater now. But anyways, I don't know if you can hear it. I will figure that out when I watch this footage back and then adjust it accordingly if I have to for the next vlog. But if you can hear it, I apologize. Like I said, I tried to move it, but I don't want to turn it off because I would be freezing. This is just water. I love mugs, but I don't like tea or coffee, so I just drink water. Pasta is like one of the most unattractive things that you can eat. Nico. I have an Xbox One, and for those of you who don't know, the power button is like a touch thing. Like, the whole thing isn't a touch screen, but the power button, you can touch it and it comes on. That sounds really stupid. The power button is like a touch screen type of thing. And Miko, my cat, is sitting on top of it, and she just turned it on with her tail. Have you guys seen that movie called Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? I feel like nobody ever talks about it. It's a Christmas movie, obviously. And it's like a cartoon. I just watched that last night. It's so cheesy, I guess. But I don't know, I just really like it for some reason. It's cute. Also, does anyone remember a movie, another Christmas movie, I cannot remember the name, but this shoemaker, like, makes these red boots for this little girl, and this other little girl wants them or something. I don't know, I know it had red boots in it, and I know this little girl, she was like really poor, and her feet were busting out of her old shoes, and this guy gave her the red boots. Let me know if you know what movie I'm talking about, because I also don't ever hear anyone talking about that movie. And then there was another Christmas movie, well, I don't know if it was a Christmas movie necessarily, but about this cow who, like, all these cows could talk, and this one little calf, like, they were with this family, and this little boy was in some kind of accident or something, and he lost his voice, and the cow, the little calf, gave her voice to the little boy. These movies probably sound like I'm insane if you don't know what I'm talking about, but they're really cute movies. Let me know if you've heard of them, because I don't know. I just think it would be nice if somebody else had heard of them. I think the cow's name was like Annabelle or something. Do any of you guys watch Fuller House on Netflix? Because season 2 came out a couple days ago, and I've been watching it. I'm on episode 9. And a lot of people are like criticizing it for being awful and cheesy and cringy and stuff. Which, okay, I understand. It is incredibly cheesy, incredibly dramatic, and like forced acting, I guess, is a better term. Like, everything feels, like, the humor feels forced. Anyways, I get that, and I agree it's not a great standalone show, but I feel like it wasn't made to be a standalone show. It was made for the people who genuinely loved the original, and they wanted, like, the nostalgic feeling of a second, or like a redo, or what do you call that? I'm totally blanking. You know what I'm talking about, though. A couple people have said that I should not cut out the parts where I'm eating, because it's like relaxing or something. So I'm gonna leave some more of those parts in this video. Hopefully it won't be too cringy or awkward, but hey, you guys asked for it, so I don't want to hear it. Also, this is making my cheeks look really pink. I think it's just this weird backlighting and the not reflection, but like the coloring on the, this is a blanket by the way, on my recliner. Anyways, a funny story related to cheeks being pink. I had to think about that because the story is that I think my sister was the first one who said it. She said my pinks are cheek, like when she was tired or she got it like mixed up or something. And so we would always tease her, and we started saying your pinks are cheek every time anyone's cheeks were pink. So I have to like think about it every time I say it in my head. Wait, is this the actual way that you say it? Or, because I've gotten so used to saying it the other way. Whenever my sister's dog wants something, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be attention, he could want to be let out, he could want food or water, because sometimes their water bowl gets low. And if if he can see the bottom of the food bowl, he thinks he's gonna starve, so he whines for us to fill it back up. Anyways, he could want anything. He always sits up, like, you know, the begging sitting up. And it's so weird because we didn't teach him how to sit up. He just did it one day and we praised him for it and he just kept doing it. So now he just sits up all the time randomly. It's really cute. Anyways, I was laughing and looking over there because he was sitting up begging for some of my food. But I already gave them some, so they're not getting any more. I kind of microwaved this biscuit too long because it's like really hard. Can you hear that crunch? I love this meal. It's so comforting. Okay, I'm gonna go because I have about 35 minutes of footage and it takes a while to cut through all of that. Normally when I film just like an everyday video, not these sit down chatty type videos, I only have about 15, maybe 20 minutes of footage to go through, and it takes a lot less time. And I always have to rewatch all of it before I upload to make sure that it's like perfect and I don't miss anything. So yeah, it ends up taking a lot longer, obviously the longer the video is. I hope you enjoyed this random, kind of all over the place video. I talked about a lot of different things. But yeah, I will see you guys the next time I post a video.